Rockford Reads is something that we touch on every year because it's such an important program. It's something you can help out with. And one of those things, you can see the tangible results of your volunteer time. Fill people in if they don't know what Rockford Reads is all about.
Rockford Reads is a program. It's a joint venture between Rockford Rotary, Rockford Public Schools, and Rockford Public Library. We are in our 18th year, actually, amazingly enough. And what it involves is volunteers going into elementary schools in RPS 205 and reading with second graders once a week for an hour a week. I can tell you, I've done it for several years now. Best hour of my week, hands down.
I've talked to a bunch of people who do that, and they say the exact same thing that you do. That it's one of those things that, we have things on our calendar every day, and there's things you're like, oh man, I got to go do this. I got to go do that. No one ever looked at that hour as something. Oh, I got to go do this. It's like, oh, I can't wait to go do this.
Exactly. In fact, my husband will say, oh, it's your day to read with the kids. You're going to be in a happy mood today.
Right. There's just something about it that it really, we say this about a lot of things, but everyone wins here.
Exactly. It's for the kids. Absolutely. First and foremost, but the adult volunteers get every bit as much out of it.
And as far as what you read, how does that, walk us through the procedure. If someone is hearing about this for the first time and go, God, I would love to do this. Right.
And it is a time of year where we're looking for people to read the second half of the school year and maybe become volunteers moving forward. We lose several of our volunteers are snowbirds, so they leave about this time of year, so we're really seeking out additional volunteers. So the process works like this. Amy Ekstrom is our liaison at the Rockford Public School office. She's you need to contact her, and then they do a background check. It's very quick and simple, and within a few weeks, usually you're cleared and ready to go. The volunteer can pick their grade school.
Oh, great.
For convenience sake, they might want to pick a school close to home or close to their office, or they might choose to go across town to another school. I will tell you this, we have 6 schools that volunteers can absolutely pick what school they want, but we do have 6 schools in particular that we're trying to get more volunteers into. Those are Constance Lane, Marshall, Washington, Spring Creek, Rolling Green, and Whitehead.
Okay.
And then once they're cleared and they go in, they are assigned to a second grade teacher. The teacher picks the 3 kids that you will read with one-on-one for roughly 20 minutes apiece, and you pretty much stick with those kids throughout the rest of the year. Which is
nice. I like that.
Beauty of it, because the relationships that form are incredible.
You develop that bond. You get to watch that progress as the time continues on. I mean, not that it would be bad if it was different ones every time. Everybody's getting a nice
and occasionally you get a different one, because I was at Gregory the other day and one of my kids wasn't there, so the teacher said, would you mind reading with
Nope.
So-and-so? No, absolutely, I'm here.
Bring them on.
Throw them in.
Bring them on. But you get to watch that progress and how that light bulb comes on.
Right, exactly. So it's a great program, and like I said, and here's the other thing about it. Some people say, well, I can't commit to every week. Sometimes I'm gone, or sometimes I have meetings. It's okay. I do some traveling. I'm retired. I do some traveling with my husband, and I simply tell the teacher I'm not going to be here next week. I usually tell the kids I won't be here next week. See you in 2 weeks.
Right.
Occasionally I have to change my day because I have a meeting somewhere else. And
sometimes life jumps up and gets in the way.
So it's very flexible. It's just working around, working with the teacher on the schedule and.
And now, no one's expecting you to test anybody afterwards. No one. You're not giving up a pop quiz or anything along those lines. You sit, you read, you interact.
Right, exactly. And when the program first started, I think we thought that the volunteers would go in and read to the kids, but really more often the kids read to the volunteers. I have the kids read, all my kids read to me. And, I help them with words and all of that. But,
sure.
They're just so proud of themselves. And you can see their progress as the year progresses.
And this is a sort of point of pride that opens doors in all sorts of other areas, too. Because you figure, I've nailed this down. I'm conquering this. I'm doing really well at this. I can do really good at this mathematics stuff. I can do really well at this English stuff. I think it's a door opener for a lot of other things, because it all begins with your ability to read and understand.
You are absolutely right. Right. So we encourage people. We have 2 trainings. It's not absolutely mandatory to go through a training if you couldn't make one, and it's a pretty simple, it's a no-brainer kind of a thing to do. But the Public Library and RPS 205 offer these 2 trainings. One is the 14th and one is the 15th of January. That'll be posted, I think, on your website.
Yep.
They're both at the Public Library, one downtown, one one on the east side, one is in the afternoon, one is in the evening. So they're
Sure.
trying to capture people. It's an hour-long thing. It's just tips on what to do if you're a new volunteer, how to go in, what to, what to look for.
As far as you don't need to provide your own reading materials,
No.
those are provided for you. You know, basically what you need to do is bring you.
Exactly. Although sometimes people, and I rarely bring my own books, but sometimes people do have, favorite books that their kids read or their grandkids read. So,
Sure. I remember my kids loved War and Peace. Kids, sit back. Let me read War and Peace to you.
And I'll see you next week.
Yeah, when we get through chapter 1. Yeah, I can see where it might be better. Let the teacher who knows kind of what's in their wheelhouse to assign that
Exactly.
to you. All right, so you make the call. You pass the background check. You go hit the bit of training, and then off you go.
Right. Once they contact you and say you call the school and talk to administration there and get set up with the teacher and right, off you go.
Does the one-time sign up and the one-time background and all that cover you doing this next year and the year after and the year after? Is this something?
Like I had my background check 7 or 8 years ago, and they don't redo it.
Okay. Yeah. Assuming you're being good during this entire time period.
Let's hope.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you just keep it good. You have a good report. Let's keep it that way.
Exactly.
Let's have some numbers to call for people who are interested in following up on this, and I don't know why they wouldn't be.
Sure. So Amy Ekstrom's phone number is 815-489-7295. Her email is facedepartment. That's FACE like face, department at rps205.com.
That's all there is to it.
Right. Exactly.
Just make contact. Go, I want to come and read to the kids. Rockford Reads sounds like a great program, and it is. 18 years?
We're in our 18th year right now.
Yeah,
right?
It's got to be a good program.
Enough.
A lot of programs will run for a couple of years, and all right, maybe this isn't what we'd hoped for. It has its ebb, it has its flow. This one just continues to grow, and people
and let me tell you, when we started the program 18 years ago, we were in 6 schools, I believe, or 8 schools, 60 volunteers. We are now in every school. We have roughly 175 volunteers.
Outstanding. And
we have serviced over 4,000 kids. So
Great. You make a New Year's resolution to make some positive change. That would be it right there for you.
Right.
Rockford Reads. Is there online information as well if people just want to start doing a little Googling?
There is at RPS 205's. It would be online there, I believe.
Okay, go to the RPS 205 website and you'll find more. Just if there's a search engine, just go Rockford Reads and you'll find out exactly more information and get yourself signed up. Kathy, always good to see you. I hope a whole bunch of people make the phone call here and make another great school year.
Right.
Call me
look
next.
for the surge.
Please do. And next time, come in. We'll talk about this all over again.